Good evening, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri BB, and this reading should have happened a long time ago today. I've been so busy. I got a lot done today. I was supposed to do this healing conversation, and it's now probably 9 o'clock or so. In the evening, so but it's still pertinent because just because it's 9 o'clock in my time zone, it could be much earlier in your time zone. So that's why I'm still doing the reading. I'm still having the issue with my light, my ring light. I'm not sure if it's going to go off while we're talking. I did deal with that. I sent in a message for the company. Sent it to Amazon first, and they said, "Oh, you're past the return date, so you got to contact the manufacturer." So I've contacted the manufacturer. I've sent them a email stating what my issue is, and I'm requesting a replacement. We'll see what they say. If they don't respond by Friday, I'll be getting a refund and probably order a different one. But anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for continuing to view the videos that I've been posting. And we're going to move on today. Our healing conversation that yesterday was men will reflect her shift. But today's message is women will mirror his change. So let's read it, because I kind of glanced over it, but I was so busy today I didn't even meditate on this. So this is a rough, right now, current. I didn't really channel anything for this. By opening to and trusting his own feminine nature, a man will find within himself the nurturing, support, and connection he has been lacking. The women in his life will mirror this shift by becoming stronger, more independent, more direct, honest, and more genuinely loving and nurturing. And the affirmation for today is, as I nurture myself, I am nurtured by others. And I find this to be really true. And, it's interesting because I can actually say this is something that I'm noticing in my twin flame dynamic. As yesterday says, men will reflect the shift. Like I said, once you start putting yourself first and start acknowledging the masculine within you, the men are either going to straighten up and fly right, or they're going to fly off to the end. They're going to get kicked to the curb. You're going to walk right past them. This is the same for the men. As I nurture myself, I am nurtured by others. And this is, when I say men, I should just say masculine energy, because this could be a woman experiencing this on her masculine side. So pretty much, if you're gonna let me look at it again. When men trust their feminine issues, what's coming to my mind? My hand is itching right now, and that's kind of interesting. What I get from this, just in when men would say, "You weak," if men get into their feelings, they get in tune with their feelings. Other men, or men who are not as awakened as them, will call them weak, and they call them weak because they're threatened by this. And they're called weak by women too. Women who are so masculine that they would belittle a man who's willing to show them his weakness. Something to think about. Think about that. Think about when a man has opened himself up. It's very difficult for a man to open themselves up to a woman and speak their truth, express their emotions, and not be laughed at or ridiculed, talked about, belittled. And a lot of times when this happens, it's because that feminine is so masculine, she's unbalanced herself. Now, once this masculine energy has made itself known, that he's nurturing his masculine within him, his feminine within him. The women in his life, if they are very masculine, they are going to have to straighten up and fly right, or they're going to be kicked to the curb. They're going to be left in the wind. They're going to be left wondering what happened, how come, what, who, what, where, and why. And I think it's a good thing. I think when men and women acknowledge their feminine or their masculine sides, depending on whatever their what they consider their main energy, when you acknowledge that other side, you are flying, you are growing, you are understanding who you are. And once you get to that point where you understand who you are, not only that, your gifts will become more accessible to you. You'll be able to gain information from things that you never would have thought about. It's pretty interesting. As far as for myself, some people would say that I'm masculine because I am very direct. I can be very direct. And sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a negative way. So far, I've been positive. As in my masculine energy, I am a go-getter. When it's something that I want, I go for it. I don't think about it. When I'm in my feminine energy, that's where the issues come in, because a lot of times I'm thinking, well, is this good enough? Should I hold off? Should I do whatever? But now I'm at a point for me where I'm balancing that out, where masculine me is saying, okay, we need to go do this. And feminine me is saying, yeah, you need to go do this because, yeah, we need to go do this. And so I see myself balancing the energies out. And because I'm balancing my energies out, more opportunities are making themselves known to me. Interesting. While I'm sitting here doing this light has not flicked off. Maybe I don't need to change this ring light. Sorry about that. I had to say that because this ring light has stayed on this long, the longest for a while. Yesterday it was cutting off every 2 minutes, every minute I was cutting it back on. But yeah, as I noticed that I'm balancing my feminine and my masculine energies. And I noticed that, I don't know, divine masculine kind of having an issue with it. He needs to straighten up and fly right. I mean, he ain't going nowhere, but I see that he's struggling. I notice it. I'm still going to do me. That's all I can do. He'll catch up, but I'm not looking back. It is what it is. Either we meet up this lifetime or we don't. I think we're going to meet up, but I think right now he's struggling with some issues. And I won't really talk about what his issues are. I mean, because I really don't know the full. Yes, I am a high priestess. Yes, I do know some things. But at the same time, it's just a perspective of what I know. I don't really know. I can only assume. Because things can change just like that. I can think it's one thing and it's not. Because I'm getting these messages. I went to the grocery store. And I was only intending to get some flowers. Because I put some flowers in my bed, fresh flowers in my bedroom, and fresh flowers in the living room. But I ended up spending $100, $135 to be exact. And I need to look up 135, but anyway. I ended up, I'm in the car, Uber car, because I can walk to the grocery store, but I had so many bags that I could not walk. And I didn't take my little basket thing that I have because I didn't think I was going to need all that. But I get in the car and it's Kim playing. I might do a video with that. And all I remember is I got the wedding ring already picked out and I was like, what is that? Okay, whatever. And, I came home, but I've been thinking about this because that's not the only time that I've heard a song saying that. So even if the message is not for me, somebody's masculine has already picked out the ring. I don't know how we got in this conversation. Like I said, I didn't plan this, but anyway, that's interesting because now I'm thinking about that plant. If you haven't seen my plant messages from the plant video from earlier today, there is a new wand growing in the plant in the living room, and some things have broken off, but there is a new wand, so it's going to be 6 of wands in that room, whereas right now in my bedroom I'm looking at 4 of wands. Who knows what this is? I'm going to cut this short. This message was for someone, because I really didn't have any. I was just going to talk about what was in this book today. I didn't veer off into some whole other conversation. So apparently this message, what's coming out my mouth, is meant for somebody. Could be meant for me, and I don't know. Maybe I have begun to watch my videos after I've posted them. And so maybe when I watch this tomorrow, when I'm in a totally different energy, I can understand this at a different level. But I do want to thank everybody who has come to my channel, who has been keeping, even if you don't comment, I appreciate you stopping by, because there's a message here for somebody. Whoever stops by, there is a message here. I've been hitting new flames. I've been hitting soulmates too, which was interesting. I'm hitting soulmates as well. I'm hitting other people too, and I don't even know what those people are considered. I just know that I'm hitting them. I know that that's what's happening. I don't have a name for those other people. I don't know who they are, but they family. Hey, but let me hang up. Get off this. I may do another reading. We'll see. We'll see if this light flicks off too, which is interesting. Like I said, I've been on here 12 minutes, and this light has not gone off. So this is it. I want to thank you all for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri BB, and this is the end of the Healing Conversation plus some channeling. Until next time, peace. I'll talk to you soon.